Hey guys, Pete coming to you from Miami. Some of the artwork here. Anyway, I thought I'd open up with something different. So yeah, the topic for today is, what is that one liner that you can say that will close the sale? You know, ultimately we're in sales, HVAC sales. What is that one liner that you can say? And it reminded me of a guy by the name of Evan Pagan. He really brilliant guy. He taught a range of subjects, but in this one particular example, he was talking about what he called the pickup line. And so he's telling a bunch of guys. He says, all the guys want to know what the pickup line is. What is that one thing that I can say, and she'll just give me her phone number and go out with me or fall into my arms or whatever his little fantasy is. And that's the short-sightedness of guys when it comes to women. And it's also the short-sightedness of business owners when it comes to sales. It's basically the same thing. You can't do a one-liner. You can have strategy, you can have techniques. And the example that Eben used, he said it's kind of like you have a cooler full of sausages. He's crazy. It's kind of like you have a cooler full of sausages, and you open up the top of it. You want some sausage? Hey, you want some sausage? And the person's like, no, I don't want any sausage, you know. But you just keep trying, you know. You're trying to sell something they don't want, and that's what a pickup line is to a girl. You're trying to sell her on something that she doesn't want. She doesn't want you, and that's your fault. That's your fault because of the way you're packaged. It's not a single facet. It's not just one aspect. It's everything. Just like when a female looks at a prospective guy, she's looking at his teeth, she's looking at his shoes, she's looking at his fingernails, she's looking at his watch, she's looking at his energy, his charisma, his confidence, the way he dresses, the way the clothes hangs on his body. Not necessarily his style. Different styles are different styles. It's the way that your style fits you and you fit your style, right? It's consistency, it's congruency, it's everything. So when it comes to sales, the reason you're not selling is because she sees you as a cooler full of sausage. Your customer, I mean. So how do you change that? How do you change the perception of being a cooler full of sausage into being something that is desirable? We have to package yourself differently, right? It's not the one thing that you say. The one thing that you say may be the tipping point when you've taken your customer to that level of interest and you've raised the emotional appeal and you've aligned with their emotional triggers, but it's everything that builds up to that makes this even possible. We were talking about wraps and logos, and hey guys, what do you think of my new logo? And you guys, don't ever get opinions on logos from heating and air companies. They don't know. It's like getting fashion sense from contractors, right? We don't know that kind of stuff, right? That's why they have people that are professionals. They have an eye for that, and they understand the rules of what works and what doesn't work, and all the variables that come into play. HVAC as an industry is the worst marketed and branded industry out there. It is one of the worst, at least. And let's put it this way. When your van pulls into the parking lot of the supply house and it parks beside all those other vans, if it doesn't absolutely jump out where all eyes go to yours, you're just like they are. And guess what happens when they put you mentally into a category with everybody else? Well, there's no difference. You know, why should I pay you more? This other company is going to do it, the same model for the same thing. Do you get this? But if you want to be in your own category, this position higher, that they can on some subconscious level reason, well, of course it's a little bit more expensive. He's not like those other guys. Then you have to do the work. This is what we're talking about. HVAC X Factor, I've been talking about this for a long time. So here's my tip. You need to go back to the drawing board. You need to chisel. You need to put in the work. You need to understand who you are as an individual, and by extension, who your business is and the type of customers that you want to appeal to. You don't need to like your brand. You don't need to like your slogan. The person that needs to like and respond to your slogan is your very best customer. What appeals to them? What are they drawn to? It's not about you. I mean, it is, but it's not just about you. It's about your customers. If you want to be, who was it? Zig Ziglar, I think he said, you can have anything you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Help your customers get what they want. Stop trying to sell, because, and this is why there's such a negative connotation, because you've had people try to sell to you. You don't like it. You know, what makes you think that others are going to like it when you do it? That's why you're uncomfortable doing it. And that's why we shift our customers away from the traditional sales. See, the pendulum's coming back the other way, guys. We've gone into this sales, and all these people are hiring these selling technicians, and they're doing these strategies and everything else. Well, the customers are seeing through this and they're getting tired of it. Every time he comes out here, he's trying to sell me something. That type of stuff. You need to be more of a consultative service technician or consultative sales person, comfort advisor. And this way you become a team member with your customer. So instead of looking at it confrontational, your customer and you, all of a sudden you're sitting beside each other and looking at the problem together as a team. That's when the magic happens. And you don't get that with a single pickup line or a sales line, you know what I'm saying? So just the thought for today. Sitting over here in the parking lot waiting behind Denny's. Just had breakfast. They don't open up the office for another little bit, so I was killing a little bit of time. I figured I'd reach out to you guys and say, what's up? Anyway, hope everybody's doing good. Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. Stay fit, safe out there. See you on the next one. Bye.